Hello, Lucia Pico here, Product Manager at Designer Advantage. This is going to be a video tutorial on how to create and run time entry reports in DesignerLink 2.0. All right, so let's get started. So when you're logged into your DesignerLink account, first thing you need to do is navigate to the Time and Team page. So on the left-hand panel here, you'll notice that the Time and Team is right in the middle of the navigation stack. So once you're there, you'll need to select the Time Entry Report tab. So this is going to be right next to the Time Entries tab. So once I click this Time Entry Report, you'll notice that there was a cancel button. If the report was ever taking a little too long to load, you can go ahead and cancel that action and reconfigure your filters. Sometimes if the report's trying to load thousands upon thousands of records, it's pretty normal for it to take a minute or two for it to load. Sometimes more if you're really getting up there in the tens of thousands of time entries, which does happen. So to get started with creating a new template, the first thing I like to start with, I'll just clear out any template I have selected and I'll just start from scratch. So now I'm going to edit some columns. I am going to deselect all columns and I'm just going to choose a couple. So the ones that are going to be important for me today, just the created by name, date, description, employee, and hours. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. And since I am going to just be selecting one project, if you're going to run a report with multiple projects, it would be really important to select the project name or the project client name. For this example, I'll just include the project name. Then I have my columns selected. I'm going to go ahead and select my date filters and my projects that I want to include. So for this example, I'm only going to include one project and I just want to see time for this year. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. All my columns up to date. I have my data set up the way I want it. Let's just say I wanted to rearrange or reorder the way that I view my columns. Say I wanted to move project to be the first column that's displayed on my report, which makes sense. And I'm just going to move amount down here. And employee, I'm going to move next to created by name. Great. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then I'll just see those updated columns based on the selections I just made. So now that I have the report looking the way I want to, I'm going to go ahead and save it as a template. So I'm going to save this template and I'm just going to, for example, video example. Now I'm going to go ahead hit save. An option that you do have with report templates, as you saw, is that you can mark templates as the default. So say, for example, you just wanted this report every time you navigated to the time entry report tab, you got defaulted to that report that you marked off as the default. So next, when it comes to, okay, great. So now that we have this video example report template that I had just created, go ahead and hit submit and I'll have all those time entries populate, which is great. And now for exporting these time entry reports. So you'll notice the export drop down on the right hand side of the page. There's a few options to choose from. You can download as a PDF, a CSV, or an Excel. And of course, you're able to rename the file anything. So time entry report 8/31 today's date. Say you're filtering it down just for the employee Nora Smith. You could do so like this, and then you can export that data. Then you'll just see, again, you'll see that the file name downloaded per the description that I just left. And let's just say I wanted to filter a little more. I only wanted to see the employee Nora Smith. I filtered down this report. I can then go ahead and export and I'll just see what the filtered views are on this report. And that is the basics around creating and saving new time entry report templates. Another great feature to know about is under this option, you'll see there's a share and unshare button. If you're the user that had created this report type, you're able to share it with all other users on your account. Of course, if you ever wanted to unshare for, say, you created a different report template that you want to share, you can unshare at any time. That will remove all other users' access to that time entry report template. And yes, so that's the basics, ins and outs of running time entry reports, filtering by data and whatnot. And thanks so much.